Picture this. You're a 30-year-old woman, you recently married the love of your life, a man, and you've decided that you'd like to add children to your family constellation. You try repeatedly to become pregnant, but to no avail. You go to the doctor who confirms that, while under anesthesia for an appendectomy, your fallopian tubes were cauterized. In other words, you were sterilized without your knowledge and without your consent. My dissertation investigates the experiences of women forcibly sterilized under the Nazi regime, both in medical facilities under a 1933 law and in concentration camps outside of the law. Whereas 1933 legislation authorized sterilization of those suffering from purported genetic afflictions, such as alcoholism or feeble-mindedness, those in the camps were sterilized towards the ends of maximizing efficiency and lowering overhead cost. Looking in both of these contexts, I ask, how has gender impacted women's experiences of forced infertility? Though we generally know the facts, figures, tools, and locations of these procedures, we have yet to deeply investigate how survivors have been impacted, let alone women. Women's identities, especially in Jewish, Sinti, and Roma communities, were deeply shaped by reproduction. Social familial bonds between generations were the glue to life. In going to archives and excavating women's voices, I've noticed three primary responses. 1, gender disassociation. 2, societal exclusion. And 3, a disjointing of time. Whereas the first two speak to women's experiences of feeling excluded from their communities due to their inability to fulfill society's ideas of womanhood, the third begs further explanation. Many women's lives were punctuated by reproductive milestones, such as marriage, birth, grandchildren, and in contrast, those forcibly sterilized reported having felt as if they lived outside of this timeline. And in instances when the procedure was done under great stress or duress, the trauma of the past had the ability to haunt survivors in the present, gripping their thoughts and preventing them from living in the moment. Analyzing these women's experiences of forced infertility provides us with a deeper, more nuanced understanding of the impacts of Nazi crimes. Moreover, my research yields the ability to provide insight as to how women have experienced forcible sterilization in the past 20 years, namely in California's prisons and in Georgia's ICE facilities.